Okay, guys, good morning, afternoon, depending on the time you watch this video. For this class, which we want to learn today is super amazing. So we're going to use passport, right? So we'll start from local, then use OAuth, right? So that we'll fit to authentic signing in, right? Precisely authentication, sure. And it go dey super simple because we will try at the same time connect them to our front end, right? So without boring you with talk, right, make we jump into this learning. Yeah, so another day for you to become an awesome developer. So make we start. So at the moment, which I get here now, just Vite front end. Excuse me. So we'll just get Vite front end file here, and we'll as well get back end. Makes sense, right? So we just get back end. So what we'll go do now to just spin up backend. We'll start from the backend, right? So what I want make we do now just to create a simple account, right? And you to create user. Exactly. So we they use MongoDB. Of course, we will use Postman, right, to test all the endpoints we'll go create. So make we start now. So first thing first, make us cd to the backend. Okay. So the dependencies we'll go need Express. They use TypeScript. So we'll make sure say we get the types for that. We'll use calls because we want make sure say this guy they communicates with front end, right? We'll use bcrypt. So bcrypt basically to encrypt the passwords, right? And bcrypt. Then we'll use Mongoose. If need be for us to use any other thing, we will install them eventually. But for now, right now, waiting we won't use with this. Okay, so that's good. Why this guy they install? So make I come to my package.json. So inside the package.json, we go create the test start script. Then so that one will be ts-node-dev-respawn index.ts. Okay, so save that. Now make we come install that index.ts. Okay, so majorly of it start now, but this guy still dey install. So we'll just get the stuff so we need, and let's say we're gonna need Express for here, Express, then calls, right? And okay, then stop. I feel majorly that's it, right? So first thing first, now say make I say my port. So this port has to be a number. So make we use 3311. Right? What else again if you use here? Okay, because we go want deploy this thing, so I should just say, or rather I'll leave it like this. Okay, so we'll create an instance of this Express. So I will say application. So this application will come from Express. So make I just do equals to Express. So this application make sure say we pass some here. Okay, so I believe say good day more visible like this. So save that. Okay, so now I feel just say app.use creating the middleware with the use calls app.use again. So this one will be express.json. Oops. Express.json. So makes sense like this. What else again? Then make we listen. So app dot listen. Okay, so make we pass process dot env dot port, or you use that our port. So makes sense like this, right? So the next thing I'll go on to now to just create the folders that I need. So I'll need utils. So here now store like, in fact, make more now like my DB, and then any other file we are going to need to make this stuff work fine. So so I go say export const db config. So I go make sure say na async file be this, right? So more say try so I want my IntelliSense to pop up, but it take too much time. One no want catch. Okay, so more say error. Then if there's error in any way, make it console log out the error to us. So log out that error. Now inside there we'll say await, but before I even do that safe, I say const URL. So that will go there equals to, remember say this URL has to be string. So inside here I go say MongoDB and 127.0.0 because I run this locally, right? 27017. So more call this learning DB. So it's just DB name, right? Okay, so I go say connect, and this connect could come from Mongoose, right? And then they say that there. So make I manually import them. So import connect from Mongoose. Okay, so inside here we'll pass that URL dot then. So if this guy connects, then make it console log for us. So we all write something like database connected also. So I must say DB connected. Okay, so I like to put emoji so that at least it will make our stuff fine small. Okay, so that's good. Then more clear the log anytime we this thing connects, right? So make the log be cleared. So say clear. Okay, so upon doing this, we don't connect our database. So within I just zone to call my index here, inside here, right? Connects the guy, but I need to import them, right? To bring up your IntelliSense, I just control space bar, right? So that it bring out the IntelliSense. Okay, so make I play here. Then I'll do npm start. Okay, so this script will start our app. So why that one they struggle to come up, more continue. So module model. Another file we're gonna need now the controller. Another one we're gonna need now the router. Then yeah, I think that's it. So inside there, most say user model.ts. Okay, so the first thing we'll go on to now to create the interface, right? So I know say I go need email. So we'll focus on just sign up now, right? So we need email. What else again? Password, and so we'll say token and verify. Okay, so this verify will be boolean. Okay, so now I go say export interface, I user data, extends it from I user. So we need to collect document as well, because MongoDB will install other things for us. Okay, so once we don't do that, now for me to say user model. So that now go to equals to new schema. This schema will come from Mongoose. So the thing we'll take now say email, and email will get a type of string and require true. So we'll just put this. Then the next one I want to put here now password, and password are just a string. So we'll pass other things. So we get token as well as verify. But remember I say this verify now boolean, and it will just make sense here. We make sure say we make this guy get a generic type of this interface we'll create here. Makes sense. Then the last one I go like one add here now timestamps, right? So moment can be through. Okay, so we have to export this as a default. So I'm gonna say model. So model schema. So I don't like us this thing, do this thing in 2 lines. Okay, so data, right? And so now I'll say users, comma, user model. So this is it, right? So we don't prepare our schema finish. Makes sense. So make we go to controller. So for this controller now we'll create like maybe 2 endpoints, right? So I must say user controller.ts. Okay, so let's start. So export const create user. So remember say it will be async, and we'll say quest that should be coming from Express, right? So quest from Express, and response from Express as well. So we'll put our try catch block. Okay, can't wait. Catch. So of course they catch any error, so make I just pass this to be any, and Mac will make sure say this guy return promise, which should be response. Okay, so we'll say return res.status, and that will be 44.json. so message should be error creating new user. It will make sense here. We see within be that error, so must error dot message. Okay, so my copy here, just paste them here. So this one I say creating new user, it's okay. So my remove here. So we will need to capture email and the password from the user, right? So we'll say quest.body. So here I need to introduce two dependency, at least for now. Bcrypt from Bcrypt. So I will need crypto as well. So crypto will allow us to generate random numbers. So we need that for token. So I will say const sort tango day equals to await bcrypt dot gen sort. So we pass a value of 10, and for year now we want hash, right? So hash go take the plain password and the sort. So here I will say hashed. Now make we get our token. So I say const token today equals to crypto dot random bytes. So I pass a value of 3 dots to string and pass is inside. Okay, so that's fine. So now no create that user now. So I go say const user will be equals to await user user model. So make sure say you import them dot create. So that will be email password. That will be mapped to hashed. Then we get token. Makes sense. So I think something will feel modify here, and for this verify. So we'll pass default to be false. So by default, every new user will get a verify value of false. So that's how one add there. Okay, so everything seems good here. So the user has been created. Then we will come say data will be mapped to user. Makes sense. So everything seems okay here. So the next endpoint we go on create here now to verify a user, right? So make we say verify user. So this endpoint will verify this user. So to do that, of course I don't need this. I'll leave this one. So here I go remove them. I go say this will be user ID, and then will be params, right? We don't need this token, so go away. So the first one I go say and I say const get user. So that will be equals to await user model dot find by ID, right? So once we see that user, of course it will be user ID, right? So this endpoint will only work if get user exists. So we'll put this else, right? This should happen. So make I just copy this, put them here. Oops, so this should be 201. The same here, 201, and my add status to be 201. Yeah. Status, this one will be 404. Okay. Yeah. So I can remove this. So we'll say user not found. Okay, so user not found, right? Makes sense like that. And so if the user exists, then this whole thing here cut and comot, then we won't pass here. Okay, but of course this one will be find by ID and updates. So we need that user ID here, and for here we will say new to be true. Save that. So more fix this. So remove this. So token I want them to be empty. Then this verify will change them to true. Makes sense. So that's what we want to achieve with this. Yeah. So I see red barrier here. So this thing will be error. Okay, so we don't create these two endpoints. One to create user and the other to verify user. Makes sense. So now the two major endpoints we want to create here. The next one we'll try to now to pass some enter inside this our router. So make we quickly do that now. So I will say user router.ts. So mostly const router the map to router. So I'll say router. So for some reason the IntelliCenter won't pop up, but no problem. So I'll say import this from Express. Makes sense. So export default router. So now we will say router.route. So say create user dot post. So that will be create user. Yes. Remember, so get another endpoint we'll call verify user. Of course, for verify it has to be patched or won't make can be patched. So this could be verify user slash, remember the user ID. So make we pass this here. Makes sense. Lastly, to connect everything, more come inside this index. So I go say import more say user from that should be utils slash sorry, no, not util, should be router slash user router. Makes sense. Okay, so just down here we'll say app.use, then so that should be mostly API slash I think I should just put slash here, comma user. Save that. So I say verify user, right? Yeah, verify user. So why this guy can't show red by verify user? Okay, good. So save this, and I believe everything should be fine. Okay, so now for us to test our endpoint. So mark come here. I wait for this guy to build here. Yeah. So we go say localhost 23311, I suppose, comma API slash create user. So remember saying our posts, then make we add our body raw JSON. Okay, so we need email